Hi guys, this is our number 2 we do. It's titled Setting Daily Goals, a strategy for staying focused and getting stuff done. A daily goal is a task you need to or want to accomplish by the end of a day. It can be tasks you do every day, like taking 10,000 steps. It can be tasks that you need to accomplish as part of a larger project or goal. For example, you may want to set a daily goal of completing your algebra notes today and a daily goal tomorrow of processing those notes with the long-term goal of being successful on your algebra test at the end of next week. There are 3 components for you to consider when you're working on your daily goals this week. I pulled these from an article titled How to Set Effective Daily Goals on the website Develop Good Habits. Number 1, make your goals meaningful. Your goals must have a purpose to be worth your time and your energy. Number 2, break down a larger goal or project. A larger goal or project can provide meaning or motivation to complete those daily goals. Daily goals are often part of an action plan for meeting a long-term goal. Number 3, write your daily goals down. According to research, writing your goals down increases the likelihood that you will reach them. Adding details like color or pictures can make your goals visually pop, which makes them more memorable. When you write, when you draw, when you color, when you process information in different ways, you activate portions of your brain and increase memory of that information. Let's look at what daily goals might look like in everyday life. The example I'm providing today is from my personal set of goals. I have a long-term goal of keeping my Skyward grades up to date so students can easily track their progress during distance learning. Communication is a huge part of being successful when you are learning online or independently. I have 3 daily goals that I work on to make sure I am meeting this long-term goal. The picture is actually a picture of my whiteboard in my office where I record not only my daily goals, but also tasks that I need to take care of every day. So on Tuesday, April 14th, the very first item I put on my list were my 3 daily goals. The first one is to grade Canvas assignments in the morning. The second is grade Canvas assignments in the afternoon. And the third is to sync my grades in Canvas with my gradebook in Skyward. These goals don't require a lot of time or energy, but putting in that effort every day helps me reach a long-term goal of keeping my grades up to date. It will save me time in June after school closes. I won't be spending days catching up on grading assignments and submitting information. When you're doing this assignment, I want you to keep in mind the rubric for our we-dos. I use the same rubric every week. I'm looking at 2 things. How well do you implement the tool or strategy, and how well do you reflect on the success of that tool or strategy? When you're looking at a rubric, read each rating and find the difference between each level. In this class, I'm using the same rating scale that you see in biology. Ideally, I want you guys to be scoring at least a 3 or proficient on every criteria. So a 3 for implementation would be that you implemented the strategy or tool with complete fidelity. That means based on your responses on the handout, I can tell that you put in full effort and met the minimum expectation. To go from a 3, a proficient, to a 4, which is exceptional, you're not only implementing the strategy or tool with complete fidelity, you're going above and beyond. So maybe you're doing it for a longer period of time, or you're doing it in more classes. It depends on the tool and strategy what that would look like. But really, you're taking ownership of the process and making it your own. For reflecting, to be 3 or proficient, you need to complete all the reflection questions, and your responses should be genuine. And we talked about this on your tutorial reflections. If your answers are vague, if they're 1 or 2 words, if they're generic, if they appear to be responses that you think I want to hear, you are not going to be at a 3 or a 4. Reflecting is about looking at a process, determining how well it did or did not work, and what changes you could make in the future. So be genuine and be detailed in your reflection. To go from a 3 to a 4, you're not only being genuine, but also you're really including ideas about how you might change or try new approaches with this strategy. So one question you'll often see is, would you try this strategy again in the future? Why or why not? If you just answer no, that would be a 1 or a 2. If you answered no because it didn't work well with my learning style or routines, so I wasn't able to implement it or use it as well as I would like, then I would give you a 3 on the reflection process. If you were to elaborate further and say, I think I could be more successful if I made these changes to the tool and tried it again, that would be a level 4 or an exceptional response to those reflection questions. Let's look at what your specific assignment for this week is. You're going to access your assignment handout on Google Docs. There's a link in this assignment on Canvas. Make a copy, save it in your Avid folder on your drive so you can edit it throughout the week. On the handout, record at least one daily goal for at least 3 days. You can have the same daily goal every day. You can have different daily goals for each of those days as long as they're connected to the same project or long-term goal. You can add rows to the tables if you want to track your daily goals for a longer period of time. And you can actually change the format of that table to better meet your needs as long as you're including all the information that I'm asking for. You need to explain the long-term goal or project on this daily goal handout. And then at the end of 3 days, you're going to complete those reflection questions and submit this as a PDF or a Google Docs on Canvas. Here's a hint. If I post this activity on Tuesday and you submit this assignment before the end of the day Tuesday, you haven't implemented this strategy with complete fidelity because part of implementation is doing this for 3 days. So please keep details like that in mind when you're engaging and submitting assignments. On the handout, there's a table that looks like this, provides a space for the date, the daily goal you want to work on for that date, as well as the long-term goal or project that you're trying to work toward based on your daily goals. In your reflection, it says, how often did you accomplish your daily goals? Why were you successful or unsuccessful? Be honest. How did setting daily goals impact your learning or habits? If you write, I don't know, or it didn't impact my learning or habits, then you're not being genuine about your reflection. It means you either didn't implement the tool or strategy completely, or you're not genuinely thinking about the process that you used and how it affected you. So please do not put, I don't know, or that it didn't change you. Be genuine and thoughtful with your response. And finally, will you continue to use this strategy? Explain why or why not. If you have any questions or concerns, you know where to reach me. My email address is kchace, that's KCHACE, at swsd101.org. You can send me messages on Canvas, or you can attend one of our office hours, which are currently scheduled for Fridays at 10 a.m. if you need help with anything. I look forward to speaking with you soon.